Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making homemade delicious bread pudding. We're also going to make a caramel rum sauce to drizzle over. Serve this warm with cold vanilla ice cream on the side. This was delicious. I hope you guys are excited. So let's get started. So I always use stale bread when I make bread pudding. Stale bread is best because it holds in the custard much better than fresh bread would. I am using two types of bread, a really thick cut that I use for French toast, this one right here, and then regular white sandwich bread, only because I had a little bit of both and wanted to use them up. They are both very stale and I always remove the crusts. I never liked crust. I don't even like pizza crust. Crazy? Okay. You can leave the crust or remove it. It's up to you. I diced all of the bread into bite-sized pieces. You can tear the bread up with your fingers and be sloppy. It's not a big deal. Now for our custard, you're going to need some milk, heavy cream, sugar, cinnamon. I like to use lots of cinnamon. If you're thinking, oh my, so much is going to overpower it, I love cinnamon. I really like to taste it. You can always add less if you prefer, and some vanilla extract. I gave the eggs a good whisk in a separate bowl just so it's easier to whisk, and then I poured it into the milk and heavy cream mixture. Give everything a mix. Make sure to use a larger bowl than I did. I made a mess. And we are going to pour this over the bread, and we want to make sure that every little piece of bread is swimming in that custard. And now for a second, that cinnamon made it look like it was chocolate milk. I thought I have to make bread pudding with chocolate milk and maybe some marshmallows. That'd be really cool. Also, I never was a fan of bread pudding until about a year ago when I tried some and thought, wow, this is really good. My grandmother likes to make her bread pudding with a condensed milk custard. I will definitely give that recipe a try soon. Okay, so you want to push all of the bread down with a spatula or your fingers, whatever. And you want to cover this and place it in the fridge for a minimum of 4 hours before baking it. This is what it will look like after 4 hours. Go ahead and touch it if you'd like. The bread will be very soggy, which is exactly how you want it. We're going to bake this in a preheated oven at 350 degrees for about 1 hour. Now for our caramel sauce, all you need is unsalted butter, brown sugar, and heavy cream. Melt the butter and brown sugar, pour in the heavy cream. Oh, and a little rum would be perfect in this, but you can leave it out. I cooked this for about 7-8 minutes on low heat, and I made this as soon as I removed the bread pudding from the oven. This is what the bread pudding will look like once it comes out of the oven. Insert a knife in the center if it comes out wet, place it back in the oven and cook it for an additional 15 minutes or so. I like to use a food stacker to cut out the servings. It will cut out perfect, even servings. Plus it looks cuter. Who cares about food being cute? I do. So I served this with some vanilla ice cream on the side, and I drizzled some of that caramel rum sauce over the bread pudding and a little on the ice cream as well. I really hope you guys make this bread pudding. It was so delicious. Now you know what to do with that old stale bread. Make sure it doesn't have any mold on it. Don't push it though. Make the caramel sauce. Really, it takes it to a whole nother level. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you all so much for watching.